Hi, my name's Ainsley Driver. I own the PRD nationwide office at Bundaberg and I have a satellite office at Bargara. We currently have under management around about 730 properties and we use Rest Professional and the PPMsystem. Why did I choose to systemise our agency? I guess the biggest thing with a system is you've got something to follow. Where before I think you know it's a bit like having a dartboard. Is if you want to hit the bullseye point, I think you've got to have some boundaries and some guidelines around that. So I don't think you can grow big unless you actually have some systems and processes. We met with a number of other competitors and I found that Debbie and the team were very approachable and a great company that I think that was going to assist with going forward in our business. I think a lot of time I think it comes down to the personal relationships that you have with people, and I think it was just a really good fit for where we were at our current point in time. So assisting our development in our property management team, I think it's given us good structure around, I guess, the growing the business. We started organically and then we also have done a purchase of a rent roll, so that has really helped us create some new job positions and also being able to have the paperwork and I guess the tasks and checklists in order to make sure that we weren't missing any areas with bringing new staff into new roles. With change, I don't think staff ever really like it, but eventually I think they find it good because now it's like, you know, it gives them a regimented way of making sure that everything is done to the same standard, as opposed to having to remember it. From a time management perspective, I think with our girls, yes, absolutely. I think it takes away the guesswork, especially for the young ones, especially when you're training them through that they have a process in, you know, how to deal with a bond or how to deal with an ingoing or an outgoing or even a routine inspection report. So from a time management point of view, I think it puts it set in stone of these are the things that need to happen as opposed to being chopping and changing from one job to the next. How the system has assisted me, I guess I'll use just one real live experience which I think is pretty important. We had a spot check done by the Office of Fair Trading and they came in and they wanted to know, okay, what were our processes in relation to complaints, you know, did we have a procedure and a flow chart of how that was going to go. And myself, not being probably a highly administrative person, was like, oh geez, oh hang on a minute, yep, we've got PPMsystem, so I rolled through there and there's a full checklist there, and Office Fair Trading went, oh that's fantastic, that looks great, no problems at all. So that's probably a first-hand experience that I can share. It's the glue to our business in relation to the process of how we do our day-to-day business. The one thing that I do like about it is that it does integrate with our other programs, especially with the merge documents. So I think, yeah, the best way to describe that is just the glue around keeping everybody, making sure that there's not variations of what we actually do. So advice in relation to that, if you're not currently using anything at the moment, I believe that you're probably missing some steps unless you're highly organised and you've had background experience in that area. So if you haven't got it, I think you'll definitely find some benefits by purchasing it. Also, the other thing that comes with it is later on is with the training aspect of it. We're currently going with some training our new staff, so they are between 19 and 23 year old, and all the scripts and dialogues, and that is now just starting to come into play for us and proving to be quite useful.